They want you involved, Sagittarius, but why? It's just not fun anymore. So what happens next? Hey Sagittarius, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name's Shannon. I'll be guiding you through today's reading. This is a timeless reading for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or wherever Sagittarius falls in your chart. It is intended to help you come into alignment with your highest good in this moment. Let's see what's going on with Sagittarius. The heart of your reading, we have the Four of Cups. Scorpio just had this. I just finished Scorpio's reading, and you might be dealing with a Scorpio, or you might have strong Scorpio placements in your own chart. This could be a totally different story, but we are looking at the energy of being offered something and not being totally interested in it. It just doesn't strike your fancy. Doesn't sound fun. But neither does the status quo for some reason. Like, whatever situation you're in, nothing feels fun. You want it to. You're just over it. The challenge is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. It's like you're meant to implement a lesson or apply some new knowledge that you have. And you're just, you don't want to learn the lesson. You don't want to stumble through this new experience, like applying lessons you've learned. It all feels very textbook, very contrived, very expected. It doesn't interest you. I think it bores you. Your focus is the Seven of Cups. Exploring your options, seeing what else is out there, looking for a shiny new object to chase. You could be trying to drum up the desire to do whatever is being offered to you. Figuring out, well, if I can convince myself that I want to do it, and I can see the point in, like, I can make it maybe I can make it a game, or I can make it fun for myself. That could be how it's affecting you. In the recent past, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse, saying no to something or being said no to. I think this, whatever is being offered to you, the reason why it's unappealing, or no, not the reason why, but you've declined it already in the past, and it's being offered to you again, maybe repackaged into some new version of itself, but it's just like, you're over it, you're bored, it's the same old shit, like you don't want it. You've seen it already, you've experienced it already. Maybe you don't want it because you've already learned the lesson, and this just smells like the old lesson. You don't want to go, you don't want to have that experience anymore. Someone else thinks it's going to be totally fun. You're like, I did that. I played out the fantasy. It wasn't as fun when it turned into a reality. I don't want to do it again. No, thank you. And someone's like, oh, come on, well, what if we do it this way? What if we do that? What if we go in this other location or through this other company? And you're just like, ugh. And the Seven of Cups is you like, well, do I want to? Do I still have this inner intrigue to explore new desires? Maybe this is gonna scratch some itch inside of me. And yeah, you don't want to. So I'm seeing, like, this is what has just come out. Ace of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck, Magician in reverse. This is for our next position. The crowning position in your reading, the reason Spirit, from your Spirit team's perspective, the purpose of this, or what you can learn from it, or how it's going to, like, affect your life or your situation for the good. Magician in reverse is to Some of you need to not always feel like you're the one in control, like you're the one pulling the strings. You need to let go of pulling the strings that you see in life. Like, oh, I see this person and their desire and they want something. Let me play with that a little bit. Oh, okay, that delights me. Now I want to, it no longer is fun. And now this person and that thing, it looks like a fun game I can play. Let me go over and experiment with this a little bit, and I'll pull on that string. These strings are tied to people, and it affects people in different ways. But to you, it's more like just a fun interplay of an exchange of energy. And for some of you, the reason you are going through this is so that you see like how the different energies are being experienced by the people on the other end of those strings. And that could be the reason why you're already vibing with this Magician in reverse energy. Like, I see that I have all the tools at my disposal to affect this situation one way or manipulate one situation the way that it is in my highest good, but it might not be in their highest good, so maybe I shouldn't. Like the Ace of Cups in reverse tells me that like that you have the tool, but you don't want to use it. And I think that's like a maturity level or a wisdom that you've gained, or like an empathy lesson. For others of you, this Magician in reverse is more about recognizing manipulative qualities in others that you don't wish to engage with those sorts of energies anymore. Like the person or people making these offers to you that you are declining, like what do they have to gain from it? Are they just trying to rope me into something to use me or manipulate me in some way? Do they want my work, my effort, my time, my attention, my service, my money, my body? What do they want from me? What are they trying to take from me? And this Magician in reverse could be like telling us the reason why you're going through this is to decline it so that you start like setting an energetic signature in your life so that the universe starts reflecting back to you something different. Like, hey, do you want this thing? No, I don't want that. Hey, do you want this thing that's repackaged? Same thing. No, I don't want that. So you're like making changes in your life, both in the mundane, like just physical reality wise, maybe changing who you spend time with. It looks like you're definitely changing the way you make decisions or the sort of things that you say yes to. But definitely changing energetically. So I would expect to see the universe responding differently, like bringing you different vibes, different energies in the near future. Yeah, in the near future, we have the 10 of Cups in reverse, which is like the sort of thing that made me happy before, what I thought I wanted, that would bring me so much joy and fulfillment. It's empty, it's hollow, it doesn't ring true for me anymore. That's not what I want. So I think you really solidify that for yourself, philosophically and energetically. And in doing so, you create space for figuring out what you do want for this chapter of your life. What is going to be emotionally fulfilling? What will bring you true and lasting joy? Show me what's going to affect the situation that you don't see coming. We have the 6 of Wands in reverse. You might expect some applause, some recognition for this change of heart or change of mind that you're having. But there's going to be no one around to applaud you. There's no recognition. This is something that you're doing privately, alone. It's like an inside thing, not an external thing. I'm just feeling into whether people are going to reject you because of it. I'm getting like a neutral on that, so I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think they're just like, maybe these people thought you were the life of the party. They always wanted to have you around, and because you're not engaging with them in the ways that they're inviting you to do, I think they're going to kind of, you're not going to be top on their list of the person to celebrate anymore, or the fun person, or the life of the party. Their idea of you is going to shift, and that's going to come as a surprise, the way that it kind of plays out in your life. I feel like you're going to be disappointed. It's going to be a change, but it's also going to show you more about the character of the people that you're surrounding yourself with. Maybe some discord between how you feel about yourself and how you view them is going to lead you to, make some other shifts in your life. Make some room for people or opportunities or environments that are going to be more in alignment with, the way that you vibe now. Your hopes and fears, we have the Fool card. This is wanting to launch out on your own, have an adventure, devil may care, throw caution to the wind. That is inside of you. I think it will always be inside of you. That's the part of kind of the nature of Sagittarius, in my view. But it's in the hopes and fears column, which tells me it's always both, the way that I read it. Which tells me there's part of you that really wants to hold on to that way of seeing the world as like, the world is my oyster, an adventure around every corner. But you may have been burned one too many times, or the shine is off the apple, and so there's something about it that is just unappealing, that almost like turns your stomach or makes you nauseous. You might have had experiences where you got physically ill because of some risks or some adventures that you took. So you're a bit gun shy now, or just wiser, more experienced. You don't need to chase every rainbow. And like, there's a trade-off there of other benefits that you get when you don't chase every rainbow. You can explore more permanence, or more like long-lasting or deeper rooted experiences. Let's see where this energy takes you. Based on Sagittarius' current trajectory, where are we headed? We have the Empress paired with the Three of Wands in reverse. So you don't go on the trip. You don't take the opportunity. The ship comes, and the other people who booked the trip embark, and they go on their vacation. They go on the cruise. You don't join them. And maybe in doing so, you level up into a higher expression, a higher vibration of yourself. You feel like you've mastered something about life, or about your own kind of way of approaching things. For some of you, this does involve parenthood, specifically motherhood or a pregnancy. You might be prioritizing children. You might be dealing with a pregnancy. Yeah. There's strong vibes of like bringing a creation into the world. So I think there's this sense of wonder, this sense of, wow, what comes next? I'm not chasing that dream, but it feels kind of expansive and fertile, like I'm in fertile ground here. Why would I go to Thailand or Bali or Australia or New Zealand like every month on new adventures when there's like really rich fertile ground right here that I can create with. Some of you are like getting into farming hardcore, like a homestead. I'm picking up on that energy pretty strongly. Some of you want to start a family. Some of you had a pregnancy scare or ended a pregnancy and then, you know, had kind of like a perspective shift, like it shocked you into like, oh, I don't want to live my life this way anymore. Some sort of big life change because of that experience. Show me advice for Sagittarius. How can Sagittarius adjust their course to stay on their highest timeline or shift to their highest timeline if they choose to? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Not every situation is yours to nurture. It's not your responsibility to be the mother of the group or the nurturer of the group. You can let other people make their own mistakes. You don't have to be there to catch them. They may not have all of the experiences that they would have if you were there. They may not have all of the resources at hand that you would have prepared for them. But the advice is don't be the nurturer, don't be the motherer, don't be the one who anticipates the needs and has the supplies ready. So I think that would probably apply, if it does apply, it would apply toward the other people, the ones who are inviting you along. They're inviting you along because you're the one who takes care of all those details. So in a way that they're using you. And when you stop doing that, they don't celebrate you as much anymore. Because you don't play the same role in their friend group. But you feel now kind of like you've outgrown them in a way. Because they're a page and you're the empress. All right, good stuff is ahead. You're going through a big change now, but you are in that fertile ground. There's good vibes coming ahead. So Sagittarius, I hope this helped. Have a great week, and I will see you back next time. Bye.